and welcome back to my channel, Mental Health with Melissa. If you're new here, my name is Melissa. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more content. I post new videos every single Sunday and Wednesday, and subscribing to my channel really helps me get mental health information out there to our communities of color, plus tons of free Lcsw test prep. And that leads me to my next topic, which is that on March 31st, I will have my Social Work Study with Melissa Lcsw Study Prep program. And so you're going to want to head to the link down below in the description box to get more information if that's something that you're interested in. I've really made sure to include all types of learning styles in that program, and so definitely take a look to find out more. So let's go ahead and get into the content of this video. Okay, so today we're going to be taking a look at employee assistant programs. So I had a request from somebody in the comments section really stating that there was an Lcsw test question on the actual exam about EAP, and so we don't want to leave this out because this is definitely that something could show up on the test. So I'm going to give you a quick definition right now. So an EAP is an acronym for Employee Assistance Program, and it's a voluntary work-based program that offers free and confidential assessments, short-term being the key here, counseling, referrals, and follow-up services to employees who have personal and or work-related problems. So there's a little bit more of an in-depth description here, and it's the works organization's resource that utilizes specific core technologies to enhance employee and workplace effectiveness through prevention, identification, and resolution of personal and productivity issues. An EAP is a worksite-based program designed to assist organizations in addressing productivity issues and employee clients in identifying and resolving personal concerns, including health, marital, family, financial, alcohol, drug, legal, emotional, stress, or other personal issues that may affect performance. So really, EAPs are a field of practice that have multidisciplinary professions, including social workers, psychologists, counselors, nurses, other mental health and behavioral health providers. So really what we're going to want to remember is kind of like not a verbatim sort of definition of EAP, because that's not something that they'll necessarily ask to my knowledge, but you're going to want to know, the key kind of concepts that surround EAP. And if you work for a large organization, because a lot of small organizations, from what I understand, don't provide EAP, but if you work for a large organization, then this is something that may even be available to you. So if you feel like you would benefit from it, then definitely reach out to your HR department, because they're definitely required to give you that information. So what the test is really going to look for in Lcsw test prep question is that you understand what EAPs are made for. And again, they really center around short-term referrals and crisis counseling. So EAPs really refer out and provide short-term sort of counseling services. They're not going to be doing psychodynamic therapy with their clients, which is going to entail more longer term types of interventions. And you're likely not going to see an EAP therapist, social worker, or other mental health provider working with the same client for more than 2 months. So that's usually pretty rare. So those are the main things that you're going to need to know. So now let's go ahead and get into the actual Lcsw test prep question. So what I want you to do here is go ahead and pause, read the question, answer it, and then compare it to my answer. A 27-year-old man is referred to a therapist through his workplace EAP. He is stressed out from work due to ongoing issues surrounding not making enough money to pay for his rental increase, and talks about difficulty finding more affordable accommodations. He also reports that he has recently been diagnosed with diabetes. The EAP is a short-term 8-session therapy program. The EAP therapist should focus on, all right, so let's look at the options. Option A, provide the client with a vocational rehab referral. So vocational rehab is probably going to provide more options for employment to the client. However, there isn't anything in this option that is really even addressing anything regarding his new medical diagnosis or anything related to the stress surrounding paying for his rental increase. So because it just leaves out so much, this doesn't seem strong enough, so that's not going to be our option. Option B, refer client to a medical provider, discuss workers' compensation, and encourage client to process his childhood. So we don't know if this client has seen a medical provider yet, but it says that he's recently been diagnosed with diabetes, so we can make the safe assumption that he has. And as far as workers' compensation, this is jumping the gun a little bit. This is making an assumption that he's going to quit his job, and we haven't even asked him about that or explored his thoughts on that. So that wouldn't be very strong. Encourage client to process his childhood. So like I said earlier, any sort of psychodynamic long-term therapy is not going to happen through EAP. That would be through a referral. So this is a very weak answer, so we're not going to choose that. Option C, provide the client with a referral to housing assistance. Okay, so that sounds like a good thing to do. That might be very important to focus on, given, one of his main gripes right now is the rental increase. Let's look at the last option. Option D, explore options for housing. Explore client's thoughts about his job and inquire about his reactions to his new diagnosis. Now, this seems extremely strong because we're allowing him to work with what is happening in the here and now. So that's going to make use of those 8 sessions by looking at the different sort of options for housing. And then we're allowing the client to just really briefly state how he feels about the job, because maybe nobody's even asked him how he feels about the job. Does he like it? Does he not like it? Is he going to be able to stay in his job? Does he want to stay in his job? That's going to be a really sort of ideal question. And then inquiring about his reaction to his new diagnosis. We never want to make assumptions to anything. We don't know how he's doing given this new diagnosis. Is he like, okay, whatever, it's fine? Or is he really stressed out and not had a chance to process it? So because of that, that sounds very strong. This does not sound like a strong answer. We're going to cross that out, and via the process of elimination, we've come to our answer. So our answer is going to be explore options for housing, explore client's thoughts about his job, and inquire about his reactions to his new diagnosis. So I feel pretty confidently that this all can be done within 8 sessions. And if not, then we also want to think about referrals. So maybe after the first few sessions, more towards the mid to last few sessions, the EAP therapist can then think about referrals to more long-term sort of counseling. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions at all or would like more information on EAP, then please leave in the comments section below. Until next time, managing mental health matters.